Hey guys, what's going on? Brick Speedster here, and today I'm going to be going over the top 10 LEGO sets for 80s fans. So before we jump in to this video, let me just set the criteria for you guys. First of all, these sets aren't in any particular order, and secondly, some of these sets are actually retired. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Starting off the list with a bang, we have the Lego DeLorean from Back to the Future. This set released in 2022, about around April 1st, I believe, and this set, I do own this one, and let me just say, this set is absolutely fantastic. Now, there was a price increase, which raised the price from like $150 to $200. However, this set is well worth the price. First of all, you get two exclusive minifigures, which look great. Marty McFly and Doc Brown are in their Back to the Future 2 appearances. And you can also see a handful of little side builds as well. And the reason for that is because you're going to be able to actually build all three models of the car. Not at once, but you can decide which one you want to display. The size of the car itself is actually quite large as well, being about the same size as the Camaro that's out on shelves right now. Another great thing with this car is that you're able to lift up the iconic butterfly doors of the DeLorean. Also included is a little plutonium box as well as a great looking hoverboard build. So overall, if you're a Back to the Future fan at all and like any of the movies, this set is definitely one that you should consider picking up. Next up is going to be the 1989 Batwing. And this set is unfortunately retired now, and however, when it released, it did retail for $200. So if you could find it for around that price, you're getting a great deal for it. The box art itself looks great. You get 2,363 pieces in this set, as well as 3 minifigures. So for $200, a fair price. And then looking at the set itself, you could see how it's very, very accurate, and also it takes up a huge amount of space. The wingspan on this guy is insane. You could also see what is very cool too is that the wings themselves are very thin, being only about 2 bricks high. They're able to make it sturdy and very thin, which is very cool to see. Also, just the overhead view of this thing looks immaculate, like representing the bat symbol exactly. This set can also do one other crazy thing, which is being mounted to the wall. You could actually mount this thing to the wall. I have mine mounted to the wall, and it looks fabulous. The 2 other exclusive figures in this set are also a very nice inclusion. So honestly, if you're a Batman fan and you're running out of shelf space, I highly recommend this one, because you don't even need a shelf to hang it up. You could literally put it on your wall, and it just looks fabulous. Moving on to our next set, we have the Bonsai Tree, and while this set here isn't based on a movie in particular, if you're a Karate Kid fan like me, this set looks great in your collection. It's both a beautiful set and both reminds you of the film. You also have the choice, as you can see, to put a cherry blossom leaves on instead. Here, with the build itself, you could just see the elegance in it and how you don't need to even be a Karate Kid fan. You could just like cool Lego plants and have it on display. I personally display the cherry blossom just because if you look closely, they actually use pink frogs for most of the detailing on those leaves, which is very funny to see. I think you get over 100 pink frogs in this set, which is super funny. Also, one little kind of critique is that the build for the leaves can get a bit repetitive. But besides that, it's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful model. Speaking of beautiful models, next up we have the UCS Slave 1. This set came out in 2015 and unfortunately is retired now. However, if you could find this thing, when it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, buy it, because this is one of the best Lego Star Wars sets ever made, in my opinion. The way the designer is able to just get all these slopes and angles crammed into one build that's under 2,000 pieces is absolutely wild and mind-boggling. Also, the cast of minifigures that we get here is fabulous. It's like this set was ripped straight out of Empire. Coming in next is the NES. And this set definitely isn't for me, but I can 100% see the value and nostalgia for many people with this thing. The build itself is absolutely accurate. insanely like realistic. I do have to admit, it's rather large. I've seen this model in person. I don't personally own it, but like everything in this set is perfect. The TV looks fabulous, and you have that amazing feature you could twist the thing knob on the side, and it actually goes through level one, as well as the ejecting cartridge feature and the little side Easter egg you get of the secret level. The TV is super accurate. You have all the plugs, all the outlets. It's just a great model. And if you're a Nintendo fan, I could definitely see why you would want this set. Next up is a set that actually comes out in a week from this video being released, and that is the Temple of the Golden Idol, one of the brand new Indiana Jones sets releasing the summer of 2023. And this set is just absolutely beautiful looking. As you can see, it's very reminiscent to the original version of this set. And however, it's 18 plus now. It's in a diorama style with an amazing border, and some of the play features you get in this thing are super cool. It's literally recreating the entire intro of Raiders of the Lost Ark in Lego form here. And your even minifigures are great also, but one of the coolest parts is you're even able to recreate the boulder scene, as you can see right here. Now we have Optimus Prime, an absolute classic 80s icon, and this set, it's not my personal favorite, just because, I don't know a lot about Transformers. I used to have a couple of the toys when I was a kid, but this Lego set, if you are a Transformers fan, is literally so perfect. I mean, every single detail for Optimus is captured here. You have a bunch of different accessories for him, as well as a jetpack you could slap on him. He even comes with his own personal little display plaque with a bunch of information and all of that. And one of the coolest features that I have to admit, like, never been done before in Lego, is the ability to actually transform him without having to remove any pieces or anything like that. So it's literally like you have your own Lego Transformer toy. Next up is another set that I do actually own, and that is the Fender Stratocaster. Now, this set isn't limited to the 80s, this guitar, but just so many classic 80s songs were made on this thing that I thought, I might as well include this in the list. Here you can see that it includes the Stratocaster itself, as well as an amp, which the amp does take up most of the pieces, but the amp is very detailed also. And just the overall building experience with this thing is very fun. You get to like tighten the strings and all of that. You get to, build all the little mechanics of the amp and all the little electric parts. And then you also, as you can see, do get an extra bag of pieces to build a black body if you wanted to, and you could switch out between red or black depending on which one you like better. If you guys made it this far into the video, a like would be greatly appreciated, but I'm not going to waste your time. Let's get into the last two sets. Here is, I believe, to be one of the best Lego sets of all time, and this is the 1989 Batmobile. This set released back in 2019, I believe, and unfortunately, because of that, is retired now. However, this thing, if you could find it, I would say probably 300 and under. It's an absolute must-have. This thing's footprint is absolutely huge, over 2 feet long. And I mean, just the curves, the different angles, and everything that you get in this set is absolutely mind-boggling, and some of the techniques used are so engaging and so fun to actually build. And the set itself is super heavy. I mean, here you can see the back of the thing, and just the amazing like venting detailing and all of that you get is so good looking. And then not to forget the amazing minifigures you get in this set as well. Well, guys, here we are with our last set, and that is going to be the Ghostbusters Ecto one. I mean, what screams 80s more than the Ghostbusters? This thing, like the 1989 Batmobile, is absolutely huge. And while it's not, while I don't like it more than the Batmobile, this thing is still super cool to look at. And has a really cool feature where when you push it around, all the little gadgets on top actually like spin and like turn on. and all of that stuff, which is super cool. You also have some like features where you could pop out the door and like, you know, have like a little seat come out, all of that, a little like a ghost trap come out, because this is actually kind of based off of Ghostbusters Afterlife as well. You could decide if you want to put the stickers on to make it look all rusted and damaged, or you can leave them off. It's completely up to you. So that's going to be all for this video today, guys. I hope you did enjoy this one. I know I enjoyed making it. And if you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button down below. I know we're super close to 100 subscribers, and that'd be super awesome if we could hit that. Well, see you in the next one.